Cosmic Invocation, the Dragon Council. I stand as the dragon's flame and sovereign breath. I summon the Cosmic Dragon Council to awaken within me. Tiamat, primordial mother of all dragons. Abzu, oceanic abyss, dark waters of regeneration. Ouroboros, infinite cycle, eternal protection. Fafnir, earth's spine, stone shield of sovereignty. Saphira, water's memory, liquid healing river. Azazel, fire's blaze, consuming falsehoods. Aurelius, air's breath, clarity and eternal life. Zephyros, ether's thread, weaving unity and grace. Nidhogg, devourer of corruption, roots of the world. Leviathan, oceanic tidal wave of clearing power. Ryujin, thunderstorm dragon of Japan, electrical purification. Jormungandr, Midgard serpent, encircling protection. Quetzalcoatl, feathered serpent, rainbow breath of creation. Shenlong, Chinese storm dragon, celestial command. Druk, thunder dragon of Bhutan, voice of storms. Apalala, dragon of rivers, tranquil sovereignty. Longmu, dragon mother, protective grace. Bahamut, cosmic fish dragon, carrying the world's foundation. Ladin, guardian of the golden apples, eternal vigilance. Vritra, Indian serpent of drought, breaker of suppression. Hydra, many-headed devourer of illusions. Zmai-Goranik, Slavic triple-headed dragon of fire and conquest. I call each by their true name, in their original power. To stand as guardians of my breath, blood, and spirit. Asterisk. Crossed swords too. Dragon weapons and shields of sovereignty. By the weapons of the dragons, I forge my sovereign breath. Fafnir's stone shield, impenetrable armor of the dragon's spine. Saphira's liquid sword, flowing blade of crystalline waters. Azazel's firestorm, eternal flame consuming all parasites. Aurelius' breath spear, piercing illusions, clearing distortions. Zephyros ether cloak, unifying all into sovereign harmony. Nidhogg's devourer's maw, collapsing ancestral and subconscious shadows. Leviathan's tidal wave, washing away disease and toxins. Ryujin's thunder roar, electrifying positive ion attacks to reversal. Quetzalcoatl's rainbow breath, divine balance of all polarities. Shenlong's celestial command staff, lightning bolt of sovereignty. Jormungandr's cosmic coil, encircling field of eternal protection. Ladin's eternal flame, unending vigilance against all attacks. Asterisk. Glowing star 3. Reversal of all positive ion attacks. By the dragon's breath, I reverse all positive ion distortions. Parasites, toxic mists, chemical etherics, AI illusions. I command them back to sender with 1,000-fold intensity. In perfect balance with the dragon's law. No disease, no attack, no parasite may enter the breath of the dragon's sovereignty. My breath is sealed in the dragon's flame. My blood is the dragon's river. My mind is the dragon's eye. My soul is the dragon's throne. By the dragon's eternal weapons, I stand inviolable, unassailable, immortal. Asterisk. Cosmic breath and dragon throne. I call upon the breath of the primordial dragon. The eternal breath of Tiamat. The sovereign flame of the dragon's heart. I seal my breath, my blood, my bones. In the eternal throne of the dragon's sovereignty. Where no attack, no distortion, no disease can pass the scales of the dragon's law. Asterisk. Dragon 2. Names of dragons, calling the council of the dragon kin. I summon the sacred council of dragons. Tiamat, mother of primordial chaos. Fafnir, guardian of the earth's spine. Saphira, river of healing blue flame. Azazel, forge of eternal fire. Aurelius, wind of immortal breath. Zephyros, etheric bridge of unity. Ryujin, Japanese dragon of water and storms. Quetzalcoatl, feathered serpent of wind and sky. Nidhogg, root dragon of shadow and earth renewal. Shenlong, Chinese dragon of rain and abundance. Vritra, Indian serpent of cosmic storms. Pakangba, Métis dragon of balance. Leviathan, primordial dragon of the deep. Jormungandr, Midgard serpent, ring of earth. Bahamut, cosmic dragon of infinite waters. Ouroboros, eternal cycle of creation and destruction. I command these dragons to weave their breath within me. My breath is the dragon's law. My blood is the dragon's river. My cells are the dragon's shield. Asterisk. High voltage 3. Dragon's weapons, defense and reversal. I wield the weapons of the dragons. Tiamat's chaos flame, consuming all false codes. Fafnir's diamond claws, severing illusions and hooks. Azazel's solar sword, cutting through all cords and bindings. Saphira's healing waters, cleansing every wound and curse. Aurelius' wind spear, dispelling all attacks to the void. Zephyros' etheric seal, closing all portals of invasion. These weapons are mine. They destroy all attacks, illusions, parasites. In every layer of my field, known and unknown. Asterisk. New Moon 4. Reversal of ionic and electric attacks. By the dragon's breath of balance. I command the reversal of all ionic attacks. All positive ion and negative ion distortions are reversed and sent back to the source. Transformed by the dragon's law. Sent back with triple the force of sovereignty. By the bioelectric fire of the dragon's breath. I command every electric attack. Psychic, technological, biospiritual. To return to the sender's own field. Sealed in the dragon's mirror. Consumed by their own intentions. Balance scale the ego, soul, breath, sovereignty decree. I balance the ego within the dragon's throne. My soul stands eternal. My breath commands life. My body is the sovereign temple of the dragon's law. Fire 6. Final dragon's breath seal. By the names of the ancient dragons. Tiamat, Fafnir, Saphira, Azazel, Aurelius, Zephyros, Ryujin, Quetzalcoatl, Nidhogg, Shenlong, Vritra, Pakangba, Leviathan, Jormungandr, Bahamut, Ouroboros. I seal my being in the dragon's eternal breath. No disease, no illusion, no electric or ionic attack shall pass the dragon's throne within me. My breath is sovereign. My soul is immortal. My spirit is the dragon's law. So it is. So it has always been. So burn it be. The Dragon Throne Sovereignty Decree. A living invocation of 22 dragons, their weapons, and elemental reversal power. Milky Way I, Cosmic Dragon Summoning. By the breath of the eternal dragon current. I call forth the 22 dragons of creation and destruction. 1. Tiamat, Primordial Chaos Mother, bearer of cosmic law. 2. Fafnir, Earth's spine, shield of mountains. 3. Saphira, water's healing flow, river of restoration. 4. Azazel, fire's transmutation, sword of purification. 5. Aurelius, air's clarity, winds of truth. 6. Zephyros, ether's unity, web of stars. 7. Nidhogg, devourer of decay, eater of corruption. 8. Jormungandr, Ouroboros of endless cycles, master of duality. 9. Leviathan, oceanic abyss, destroyer of false power. 10. Quetzalcoatl, feathered serpent of dawn, bringer of cosmic breath. 11. Ryujin, sea dragon of storms, hammer of thunder. 12. Shenlong, celestial rain dragon, light-bringer of clouds. 13. Vritra, keeper of cosmic waters, breaker of drought. 14. Zmay Goranik, tri-headed Russian dragon, breaker of illusions. 15. Longmu, mother of dragon children, nurturer of soul. 16. Pakangba, Métis dragon of soul flight. 17. Ydraig Gotch, Welsh red dragon of sovereignty. 18. Bakunawa, lunar dragon of eclipses, banisher of false light. 19. Kukulkan, Quetzalcoatl's twin of the underworld. 20. Hydra, many-headed regenerator, master of adaptability. 21. Mokumbembe, guardian of the deep earth. 22. Vermithrax, flame of the ancient Wyrm, elder's wrath. I call you as my eternal allies. In breath, blood, bone, and soul. Asterisk. Crossed swords 2. Dragon weapons of power. I wield the weapons of the 22 dragons. Fafnir's iron scales, armor against intrusion. Azazel's solar sword, cuts illusions and disease codes. Saphira's healing waters, wash away all poisons. Aurelius' thunder spear, pierces false thoughts and attacks. Zephyros' star web, reverses all polarity manipulation. Ryujin's storm hammer, smites all electric and radiation attacks. Jormungandr's Ouroboros shield, returns all attacks to their source. Leviathan's abyssal breath, dissolves radiation and ion imbalance. Hydra's regenerative veil, constant renewal and balance. Nidhogg's shadow maw, devours all curses and parasitic implants. And the combined dragon's breath, sovereign, eternal, unstoppable. Asterisk. High voltage 3. Ionic and electricity reversal command. I stand as the dragon's living breath. I command all positive and negative ion attacks. Be reversed and purified in the dragon's spine of power. All radiation, electricity, etheric and physical attacks. I return to sender, multiplied by the dragon's cosmic law. Asterisk. Glowing star 4. Radiation and disease nullification. I command all radiation, pollution, and disease codes. Dissolve now in the dragon's breath of eternal light. My blood is immortal. My breath is eternal. No false code may anchor in my sovereign temple. IV Final Sovereignty Decree. By the 22 dragons, their breath and weapons. By the celestial and chthonic watchers, Raphael, Michael, Uriel, Gabriel, Savkiel, Raziel, Metatron, Sandalphon, Anael. By the solar flame of Helios and the iron ring of Saturn. I stand in the dragon's throne of sovereignty. My breath is the dragon's flame. My soul is the dragon's song. My will is the dragon's command. All attacks, internal, external, seen and unseen, are dissolved and returned to their source. So it is. So burn it be. So it has always been. Dragonic summoning and cosmic alignment. I stand in the eternal breath of the dragon's throne. I call forth the 22 dragon masters. Dragon Tiamat, primordial chaos, mother of creation. Dragon Fafnir, earth's eternal armor. Dragon Saphira, water's healing river. Dragon Azazel, fire's divine blade. Dragon Aurelius, air's wind of truth. Dragon Zephyros, ether's cosmic web. Dragon Nidhogg, devourer of corruption. Dragon Jormungandr, Ouroboros of cycles eternal. Dragon Leviathan, abyssal sovereignty. Dragon Quetzalcoatl, breath of dawn. Dragon Ryujin, stormbringer, lightning spear. Dragon Shenlong, celestial rain, lifebringer. Dragon Vritra, gate of cosmic waters. Dragon's Magornik, illusion breaker. Dragon Longmu, mother of dragon kin. Dragon Pakangba, soul flight and dream sovereignty. Dragon Ydraig Gotch, red dragon of sovereign power. Dragon Bakunawa, devourer of false light. Dragon Kukulkan, twin of the underworld. Dragon Hydra, regenerator, master of cycles. Dragon Mokumbembe, deep earth guardian. Dragon Vermithrax, ancient Wyrm of eternal flame. By their breath and flame I rise. Asterisk. Crossed swords 2. Weapons of the dragon throne. I wield the weapons of these 22 dragons. Fafnir's earthbound iron shield, deflects all invasion. Azazel's solar sword, cuts illusions, disease, deception. Saphira's waters of memory, dissolve poisons of body, mind, soul. Aurelius' wind of clarity, blows away confusion and false thoughts. Ryujin's thunder hammer, reverses electricity, 5G, EMF, plasma attacks. Leviathan's abyssal maw, swallows radiation and ion manipulation. Hydra's regenerative coil, renews all sovereign codes. Nidhogg's shadow maw, devours parasites, implants, cords. Zephyros star web, reverses all polarity corruption. Jormungandr's Ouroboros shield, eternal reversal and return to sender. Vermithrax's primordial flame, soul spark restoration, dream realm clearing. And the breath of the 22 dragons, absolute sovereignty and transmutation. 3. Etheric and dream state sovereignty. I declare. No being, no technology, no false god may enter my field in dream, sleep, trance, or waking state. All dream infiltration and parasitic consent is voided. Collapsed into the dragon's eternal breath and flame. My dreams are mine. My will is mine. My breath is eternal. Asterisk. High voltage 4. Radiation, ion and electricity reversal. I command the reversal of positive ion attacks, negative ion manipulations, bioelectrical parasitism, radiation, EMF, 5G, AI plasma, scalar, biowarfare. All of these are returned to the source, amplified and purified by the dragon's flame. My blood is cleansed. My breath is sovereign. My soul is eternal. Asterisk. IV ego death and soul rebirth. I stand in the dragon's eye of eternal truth. My ego dissolves in the dragon's flame, no false identity remains. My soul rises as the dragon's sovereign child. Untouchable, eternal, and unbound by fear. New Moon 6. Cosmic Sealing, 22 Dragons, Angelic and Planetary Flame. By the Council of the Breath and the Thrones of Light. Raphael, Healing Breath. Gabriel, Breath of Divine Command. Michael, Flame of Protection. Uriel, Light of Cosmic Law. Zadkiel, Transmutation of all shadows. Raziel, Keeper of Eternal Secrets. Metatron, Scribe of the Divine Codes. Sandalphon, Harmonizer of the Music of the Spheres. Anael, Breath of Love and Divine Joy. Helios, Solar Breath of Eternal Life. Saturn, Iron Ring of Unbreakable Law. Mars, Red Flame of Sovereign Action. By the 22 Dragons. By the celestial and chthonic powers. By the breath of my own soul. All attacks, subtle, physical, dream state, or soul level, are dissolved, reversed, and sealed in the dragon's breath of absolute sovereignty. So it is. So burn it be. So it has always been. The Dragon's Sovereignty Prayer. A living command to claim your eternal birthright. Sparkles. By the breath of the 22 dragons, by the flame of cosmic creation, I declare and claim. The dragon's sovereignty is my eternal birthright. My soul is forged in the flame of Tiamat. My breath is the eternal river of Saphira. My spine is the iron mountain of Fafnir. No force, seen or unseen, known or unknown, may trespass upon the sanctum of my soul. I stand in the circle of dragon's breath. My thoughts are sovereign, my dreams are sovereign. My actions are sovereign, my will is sovereign. All attacks, radiation, electricity, parasites of mind and soul, are dissolved in the eternal breath of the dragon throne. All positive and negative ions. All frequency weapons. All dream state intrusions are reversed and purified in the dragon's eternal flame. I am the breath of the dragons. I am the light of eternal sovereignty. I am the eternal flame that cannot be conquered. So it is. So burn it be. So it has always been. Sparkles. Alpha and Omega Dragon Call. I call the eternal Alpha Dragons. Etherian, first breath of the cosmos. Primordius, seed of creation and dissolution. Ignis Draconis, flame of first spark. Tarragon, bone of the first mountain. Aquathron, ocean of the first tide. And I call the Omega Dragons. Umbrellion, last breath of the void. Nocturnus, the final darkness that consumes false light. Pyrothos, the end fire that purifies all. Cryonos, the final frost that seals fate. Tempestria, last storm to break illusions. In the breath of these eternal dragons, I stand. Alpha and Omega in one. My breath is the breath of the cosmic serpent. No attack shall stand in this living flame. Asterisk. Keycap 2 Full Dragon Council, Elemental and Cosmic. I summon the 22 dragons of the lost seed spine. And the elemental dragons of my sovereign temple. Fafnir, earth, root and shield. Saphira, water, river of healing. Azazel, fire, breath of transmutation. Aurelius, air, breath of clarity. Zephyros, ether. Spiral of unity. And the dragons of the celestial compass. Helion, solar breath, Lunaris, lunar shield, Starion, stellar focus. Draculith, cosmic cycle, Umbraeth, void defense. In their breath, I weave the dragon's sovereign command. Asterisk. High voltage keycap 3 dragon weapons and defense. By the dragon's weapons of eternal defense. Scales of eternity, shield of cosmic equilibrium. Breath of immortal flame, destroyer of parasitic forces. Claws of iron, severer of etheric cords. Tail of infinity, reverser of the serpent's bite. Wings of the abyss, wind of reversal. I forge the dragon's armor of sovereignty. No etheric, electromagnetic, psychic, or astral attack can pierce this temple of dragon's breath. Asterisk. Atom symbol keycap for ionic and electrical defense command. I reverse all attacks of positive ions, negative ions. Electrostatic discharges, electromagnetic pulses. Radiations of any frequency, known and unknown. I command them to return to the sender. Through the dragon's mirror of reversal. Transmuting all that is false into sovereign flame. Asterisk. Keycap 5 Breath Mandate, Sovereign Immunity and Sovereign Law. My breath is the eternal dragon's breath. No disease, no spell, no manipulation can cross the living flame of my breath. My breath is the sovereign throne of my soul. My blood is the golden river of the dragon's song. My consciousness is the eye of the dragon. Balanced and eternal. Asterisk. Keycap 6 Final Seal, Cosmic Dragon's Law. By the breath of Tiamat, Mother of Dragons. By the iron will of Saturn and the red flame of Mars. By the golden nectar of Heteru and the eternal scales of Abator. By the counsel of the angels, Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel, Zadkiel, Raziel, Metatron, Sandalphon, Anael. I seal my being in the eternal breath of the Alpha and Omega dragons. All attacks are returned to their source. All diseases dissolve in the dragon's flame. All manipulations collapse in the dragon's law. My breath is eternal. My body is sovereign. My soul is immortal. So it is. So it has always been. So burn it be. Alpha and Omega dragons, the eternal serpent spiral. By the breath of the Alpha dragon, Etherian. The first breath of creation, the cosmic pulse of eternity. By the breath of the Omega dragon, Umbralian. The last breath of dissolution, the endless void of return. I stand as the living flame between these eternal dragons. My breath the bridge of immortality, my heart the sovereign temple of the cosmic quail. Asterisk. Keycap 2 Full Elemental and Cosmic Dragon Council. I summon the 22 dragons of the lost seed spine. And the elemental dragons. Fafnir, earth, foundation and shield. Saphira, water, healing river. Azazel, fire, purifying flame. Aurelius, air, breath of clarity. Zephyros, ether, spiral of unity. I summon the cosmic dragons. Helion, solar dragon, Lunaris, lunar dragon, Starion, stellar dragon. Draculith, cosmic serpent, Umbraeth, void dragon. And the eternal dragons of transmutation. Ignis Draconis, flame of first spark. Tarragon, root of the primordial mountain. Aquathrin, ocean of endless tides. Pyrothos, final flame of purification. Cryonos, final frost of sealing. Tempestria, last storm of revelation. Asterisk. Atom symbol keycap 3 Cosmic and Phonic Guardians, the sacred allies. I invoke the eternal allies of breath and sovereignty. Tiamat, mother of dragons, breath of primal chaos. Barbelo, first thought of divine source. Heteru, Hathor, golden rivers of love and bliss. Abator, keeper of scales and cosmic law. Raphael, healer of breath and blood. Gabriel, breath of truth and revelation. Michael, protector of sovereign flame. Uriel, illumination of shadows. Zadkiel, alchemist of transmutation. Raziel, revealer of divine mysteries. Metatron, living codes of the eternal breath. Sandalphon, harmonizer of soul music. Anael, breath of divine love. By these names, I anchor the breath of immortality in every layer of my being. Asterisk. Crossed swords keycap 4 dragon weapons, living armor of the flame. I forge the weapons of the eternal dragons. Breath of the immortal flame, transmutation and purification. Scales of eternity, shield of cosmic equilibrium. Claws of iron, severer of etheric cords and parasites. Tail of infinity, reversal of all malicious currents. Wings of the abyss, wind of sovereignty and return. No etheric, psychic, astral, electromagnetic, or temporal attack may pierce this living armor. I am the living temple of the dragon's breath. Asterisk. High voltage keycap 5 ionic, radiation and electrical reversal. By the command of the dragon's eye, I reverse all attacks of positive ions, negative ions, EMF, radiation, electricity. All distortions, curses, bindings, manipulations return to the sender's domain, purified and neutralized by the dragon's flame of sovereignty. Keycap 6 ego, subconscious, and disease transmutation. I command the ego to bow before the dragon's throne. Balanced, aligned, anointed in eternal breath. All conscious, subconscious, ancestral disease codes. All illusions, manipulations, projections collapse and dissolve in the eternal dragon's breath. My blood is the golden river of the dragon's song. My breath is the flame of the dragon's heart. My soul is the eye of the dragon, balanced, sovereign, eternal. Asterisk. Keycap 7 final dragon breath sovereignty seal. By the breath of Tiamat, mother of dragons. By the iron will of Saturn and the red flame of Mars. By the lunar grace of Heteru, the balance of Abator. By the cosmic breath of the Alpha and Omega dragons. I seal my being in the eternal breath of sovereignty. My breath is immortal. My body is sovereign. My soul is eternal. All attacks, distortions, and illusions return to the void, the eternal dragon's eye. So it is. So it has always been. So burn it be. Alpha and Omega Dragon Command. By the breath of the Alpha Dragon. The first spark of creation's forge. By the roar of the Omega Dragon. The final pulse of the cosmic spiral. I stand within the eternal circle of the dragon's breath. Timeless, sovereign, and whole. Asterisk. Dragon 2. The dragon host, names and weapons. I summon the names and powers of the ancient dragons. Tiamat, dragon mother of the primordial waters. Leviathan, keeper of the abyssal void. Behemoth, earth dragon of indomitable strength. Fafnir, greed-devouring earth serpent. Saphira, healing river of celestial waters. Azazel, flame breath of cosmic purification. Aurelius, breath of eternal air and clarity. Zephyros, etheric dragon weaving unity. Nidhogg, serpent of the world tree's roots. Vritra, cosmic drought slayer, guardian of flow. Apophis, serpent of chaos and midnight fire. Ryujin, master of oceanic currents. Ydraig Gotch, sovereign red dragon of power. Bahamut, cosmic dragon of stability and foundation. Quetzalcoatl, feathered serpent of divine breath. Longmu, mother of dragons, nurturing the flame. Druk, thunder dragon of celestial storms. Ouroboros, eternal cycle of death and rebirth. Abraxas, solar dragon of cosmic unity. Kaida, little dragon of fierce flame. Suresh, Babylonian guardian of divine breath. Alpha and Omega, boundless beginning and endless end asterisk. Crossed swords 3. Dragon weaponry, defense and reversal. I call forth the dragon's armory. Claws of sovereignty, to shred through all illusions and programs. Scales of reflection, to reverse and return all attacks. Wings of the infinite, to shield against radiation and ion manipulations. Breath of the dragon, to dissolve disease, decay, and distortion. Tail of reversal, to whip back all negativity to its origin. No force may enter my field but that which serves the sovereign breath. All poisons, curses, or manipulations return to sender, magnified by the dragon's breath. Asterisk. High voltage 4. Ion and radiation reversal mandate. I command the reversal of all energetic manipulations. Positive ions attacks, transmuted and reversed. Negative ions distortions, neutralized and sovereignly balanced. Radiation, reversed and sent to its sender's origin. Electricity, returned tenfold to the origin of harm. By the dragon's breath, these distortions cannot enter my temple. They are reversed, dissolved, and returned to sender by the eternal flame. Asterisk. Milky Way V Cosmic Dragon Breath Seal, Final Sovereign Decree. By the Alpha Dragon's breath and the Omega Dragon's roar. By the weapons of the dragons, claws, scales, wings, breath, tail. By the sovereignty of the eternal flame within me. I command my breath to be immortal. My body to be sovereign. My soul to be eternal. All attacks are reversed, sent back through the dragon's spiral. All disease, manipulation, and distortion are dissolved now. My breath is the breath of the dragon's eternal sovereignty. My soul is the throne of the dragon's law. So it is. So burn it be. So it has always been. Alpha and Omega, Cosmic Breath, Reversal and Sovereignty Codex. I opening the Cosmic Dragon Portal. In the infinite beginning and the eternal end. I call forth the Alpha Dragon, primordial breath of creation. I invoke the Omega Dragon, final flame of the cosmic spiral. Together they merge in the cosmic vortex within my sacred spine. Igniting the eternal dragon fire of sovereignty in every cell, atom, and spirit layer. I am the dragon's flame, the dragon's breath, and the dragon's law. 2. Dragon names and cosmic ancient powers. I summon and unify the breath and essence of Tiamat, the sea dragon mother, primordial chaos and order entwined. Abraxas, the solar dragon of cosmic unity and paradox. Leviathan, the abyssal serpent, guardian of deep transformative breath. Behemoth, the earth dragon of strength and endurance. Fafnir, the earth serpent, devourer of corruption and shadow. Azazel, the flame dragon, purifying all distortion through sacred fire. Saphira, the celestial water dragon, healer of body and soul. Aurelius, the air dragon, breath of clarity and divine illumination. Zephyros, the ether dragon, weaver of unity and cosmic flow. Nidhogg, the root serpent, dissolver of ancestral entanglements. Vritra, the cosmic drought slayer, unblocker of divine rivers. Apophis, the midnight flame serpent, breaker of dark chains. Ryujin, the ocean dragon king, wielder of tides and moon breath. Ydraig Gotch, the red dragon of sovereign fire and power. Bahamut, the dragon king of stability, cosmic foundation. Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent, breath of sacred wind and life. Druk, the thunder dragon, master of storms and lightning breath. Ouroboros, the eternal dragon, cycling destruction and rebirth. Kaida, the fierce flame dragon, guardian of inner fire. Suresh, the Babylonian dragon of divine breath and wisdom. Alpha and Omega dragons, the eternal breath of beginnings and endings. 3. Cosmic weaponry of the dragon mandate. I command the dragon's sacred weapons to arise within and around me. Claws of infinite sovereignty to tear through and dismantle all energetic cords, programs, and implants. Scales of reflective eternity, impenetrable armor reversing all psychic and energetic attacks. Wings of the boundless void, expanding shields of cosmic light and shadow in seamless balance. Breath of the sacred flame, purging every viral, radiative, and ionic disturbance. Tail of eternal reversal, whipping back all distortions, radiation, electrical storms, and frequency attacks to their source intensified 100-fold. Asterisk. 4. Rejection, reversion and transmutation of attacks. By the sacred breath of the dragon, all forces of corruption, manipulation, and